Your journey from ordinary to extraordinary begins now. Let me tell you about Sarah. Standing in front of her mirror at 3 a.m, tears streaming down her face, bills piling up, dreams seemingly slipping away. I just want to take care of my children, she whispered. Why is everything so hard? But here's the question that changed everything for her, and might just change everything for you. What if your struggles aren't trying to stop you, but prepare you for something greater? Today, we're going to explore how changing your mindset doesn't just change your perspective. It changes your entire reality. And I'm going to show you exactly how to make that shift. The truth about greatness. It's already within. Let me share something that might shock you. Greatness isn't some mystical quality reserved for the chosen few. It's not something you need to search for. It's already inside you, waiting to be unleashed. Think about it. Every great achievement in human history started with someone just like you. Someone who dared to think differently. Someone who refused to accept impossible as an answer. Your challenge today: look in the mirror and ask yourself one question. What would I attempt if I knew I couldn't fail? Write down your answer. That's not just a dream, that's your soul trying to tell you something. The 3 laws of mindset transformation. First law: dreams need goals. Shares a truth that changed my life. Dreams without goals are just wishes, but dreams with goals become destiny. Every great achievement started as an impossible dream that someone dared to turn into a goal. Let me tell you about Marcus, a young man I mentored. I want to be a doctor, he said, but I'm terrible at science. Today he's performing surgery, not because he was gifted, but because he turned his dream into daily goals. Your daily practice transformed your dream into 3 tangible goals. 1 for this year, this month, and today. Remember, goals are dreams with deadlines. Second law: invest in yourself. Want to know the most powerful investment you'll ever make? It's not in stocks or real estate. It's in yourself. Your mind is like a garden. It will grow whatever you plant it. Remember, while others are binge watching Netflix, successful people are binge learning. They're reading books, attending conferences, investing in their growth. Your growth challenge: commit to 1 hour of personal development every day. Read, listen to podcasts, take online courses. Your mind is hungry. Feed it excellence. Third law: separate to elevate. Here's a hard truth. To become extraordinary, you must be willing to be uncomfortable. You must be willing to stand out, to be misunderstood, to be different. I remember a young entrepreneur telling me, the moment I stopped trying to fit in was the moment I started standing out. Today, she runs a 7-figure business. Your elevation protocol: identify 3 people who drain your energy or doubt your dreams. Start creating healthy boundaries today. The 4 dimensions of mindset mastery. Vision mastery: your dreams aren't too big, your thinking is too small. Expand your vision. See yourself not as you are, but as you could be. Action mastery: thinking about your dreams is good. Planning for your dreams is better, but acting on your dreams, that's what changes everything. Resilience mastery: rough times will come, but they haven't come to stay, they've come to pass. Your mindset determines whether challenges break you or build you. Identity mastery: stop trying to copy others. You weren't born to be a copy. You were born to be an original. Embrace your uniqueness. The final transformation here is what separates dreamers from achievers. Achievers understand that mindset isn't just about positive thinking. It's about positive acting. They don't just hope for a better future. They create it. Think about who you're becoming as you shift your mindset. Every time you choose growth over comfort, every time you choose action over excuses, you're becoming unstoppable. Your breakthrough challenge for the next 30 days: act as if failure is impossible. Make decisions as if success is guaranteed. Watch how this mindset shift changes everything. The call to greatness, remember this: the world doesn't need another copycat. It needs your uniqueness, your dreams, your greatness. Don't let anyone's opinion become your reality. So let me ask you, are you ready to stop playing small and start living big? Are you ready to turn your dreams from what if into what's next? Share your commitment below. Let's build a community of dreamers who do. People who understand that greatness isn't about being better than others. It's about being better than you used to be. Remember, your life will always move in the direction of your strongest thoughts. Your transformation begins now. What's your first move? Beyond excuses, beyond limits, beyond everything that holds you back, let me tell you about the moment everything changed for me. 3 a.m., staring at myself in the mirror, drowning in excuses. I'm too tired. I don't have time. I don't have the resources. Then it hit me. Every excuse I had was just a ghost story I was telling myself. And that's when I decided it's time to become the ghost. Here's a question that might change everything for you. At what point do you become stronger than your strongest excuse? Today, we're going to explore how to enter what I call ghost mode, that unstoppable state where excuses become invisible. And only results matter. Because here's the truth. It's easier to go from failure to success than from excuses to success. The truth about excuses: you're a self-made prisoner. Me share something most people never realize. Every excuse you make is a lie you tell yourself. Every single one. I don't have time. Lie. I don't have resources. Lie. I'm too old, young, busy. All lies. Think about that for a moment. What if every excuse you've ever made was just a story you invented to stay comfortable? What if your limitations were just illusions you created to avoid the pain of growth? Your challenge today: write down your top 3 excuses. Now, next to each one, write, "This is a lie I tell myself." Feel uncomfortable? Good. Growth begins where comfort ends. The 3 laws of ghost mode. First law: become stronger than your excuse. Shares the truth that changed my life. At some point, life will put you in a position where being strong is your only choice. So why wait? Why not choose strength now? Let me tell you about Marcus, a student I mentored. I can't afford college, he said. Instead of accepting that excuse, he worked 3 jobs, studied at night, and graduated debt-free. He didn't eliminate the obstacle. He became stronger than it. Your daily practice: every time you catch yourself making an excuse, ask, am I becoming stronger than this, or am I letting it become stronger than me? Second law: turn your pain into power. Want to know what separates champions from everyone else? Champions don't use pain as an excuse. They use it as fuel. They don't say, "I can't because it hurts." They say, "I can because I've hurt before and survived." Remember, the fruit of everything good in life begins with a challenge. Nothing worth having comes easily. Your power challenge for the next 30 days: every time you feel like making an excuse, do exactly what you're making excuses about. Turn your I can't into watch me. Third law: the ghost mindset. When you enter ghost mode, excuses become transparent. You see right through them. You stop feeling sorry for yourself. You stop attending your own pity parties. You become unstoppable. I remember an athlete who trained in the snow when others stayed home. Weather isn't an excuse, he said. It's an opportunity to prove how badly I want it. Your ghost protocol: start keeping an anti-excuse journal. Every time you catch yourself making an excuse, write down what you did instead of listening to it. The 4 dimensions of ghost mode. Physical ghost mode: Your body will give you 1,000 excuses to stop. Ignore them all. Push through. When your body whispers, "I'm tired," let your mind roar, "I'm unstoppable." Mental ghost mode. Your mind is a battlefield of excuses versus actions. Every time you choose action over excuses, you're becoming stronger. Every time you push through, you're becoming unstoppable. Emotional ghost mode. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Stop waiting for motivation. Discipline beats motivation every time. While others wait to feel ready, you're already moving. Strategic ghost mode. Don't just eliminate excuses. Replace them with actions. Turn. "I don't have time" into "I'll make time." Turn "I don't know how" into "I'll learn." The final transformation here is what separates the unstoppable from the average. They've mastered the art of turning excuses into fuel. They don't just ignore their excuses, they use them as stepping stones. Think about who you're becoming each time you choose action over excuses. Every time you push through, you're not just achieving, you're transforming. Your ghost mode challenge. For the next 30 days, live as if excuses don't exist. Act as if limitations are just illusions. Move as if nothing can stop you. Document your journey. Watch how your reality transforms. The call to action, remember this. The difference between where you are and where you want to be is the excuses you keep making. It's time to become transparent to those excuses. It's time to enter ghost mode. So let me ask you, are you ready to stop being haunted by excuses and start becoming the ghost? Are you ready to move through every barrier like it doesn't even exist? Share your commitment below. Let's build a community of unstoppable individuals who have learned to move through excuses like ghosts through walls. Remember, tomorrow isn't promised. Today is your only guarantee. Stop making excuses and start making history. Your transformation into the unstoppable begins now. How will you ghost your excuses today? Where average dies and excellence lives, let me tell you about a moment that changed everything. Standing in front of the mirror, I asked myself a question that shook me to my core. If good enough isn't good enough when better is possible, what am I settling for? Here's a truth that might change your life forever. You don't get what you want in life. You get what you look for. And today we're going to explore how to start looking for and finding the greatness that's already within you. Today isn't about becoming someone new. It's about becoming who you were always meant to be. It's about unleashing the giant that's been sleeping inside you all along. The truth about greatness. It's already inside you. Let me share something most people never realize. Greatness isn't something you need to acquire. It's something you need to uncover. You were made in the image of excellence. You were designed for something extraordinary. Think about that for a moment. What if everything you need for massive success is already within you? What if the only thing holding you back is the story you've been telling yourself? Your challenge today: look in the mirror and ask yourself, what version of me am I refusing to let out? Write down your answer. That uncomfortable feeling? That's growth knocking at your door. The 3 laws of personal excellence. First law: raise your standard. Here's a truth that changed my life. We don't get what we want. We get what we believe we deserve. When you raise your standards, your life rises to meet them. Let me tell you about Marcus, a student I mentored. Everyone told him he was average, but one day he decided average wasn't acceptable anymore. He didn't just raise the bar, he shattered it. Today, he's doing things his former self would have thought impossible. Your daily practice. Write down 3 areas where you've been accepting good enough. Now, write down what excellence looks like in each area. That gap, that's where your growth begins. Second law: embrace the hard questions. Want to know what separates the extraordinary from the ordinary. The extraordinary are willing to ask themselves the questions that hurt. They're willing to be wrong so they can become right. Remember, growth is the result of dropped habits, changed priorities, and new ways of thinking. It only happens when we're brave enough to question everything we think we know. your growth challenge. Ask yourself one uncomfortable question every day for the next 30 days. Write down your honest answers. Watch how your truth evolves. Third law: find your one thing. The world doesn't reward mediocrity. It rewards excellence in one thing more than competence in many. Find your one thing, your superpower, and become unstoppable at it. I remember meeting a successful entrepreneur who told me, while others were chasing 19 different streams of income, I mastered one. That one mastery created all the streams I could ever need. Your focus protocol. Identify the one skill that, if mastered, would make everything else easier or unnecessary. Commit to becoming world-class at it. The 4 dimensions of excellence: mental excellence. Your mind is like a magnet. It attracts whatever it focuses on. Program it for excellence, and excellence becomes inevitable. Train it to spot opportunities, and opportunities appear everywhere. Spiritual excellence. Connect with something bigger than yourself. Understand that you were created for a purpose. Your life isn't just about you. It's about the impact you can have on others. Behavioral excellence isn't an act. It's a habit. It's not what you do once in a while. It's what you do consistently that defines you. Make excellence your default setting. Emotional excellence. Learn to use your emotions as fuel rather than letting them use you. Turn fear into focus. Turn doubt into determination. Turn anxiety into action. The final transformation here is what separates the extraordinary from everyone else. They understand that excellence isn't a destination, it's a direction. They don't just work on their goals, they work on themselves. Think about who you're becoming each time you choose excellence over mediocrity. Every time you push past good enough, you're not just achieving more, you're becoming more. Your excellence challenge. For the next 30 days, live as if mediocrity isn't an option. Act as if you were born for greatness. Move as if excellence is your natural state. Document your journey. Watch how your reality transforms. The call to greatness, remember this: the world doesn't need another person playing small. It needs you at your best, your brightest, your most excellent. Your greatness isn't just about you. It's about everyone whose life you'll touch when you finally decide to unleash it. So let me ask you, are you ready to stop hiding behind good enough and start expressing your excellence? Are you ready to become who you were always meant to be? Share your commitment below. Let's build a community of excellence seekers who understand that becoming their best self isn't selfish. It's necessary for the world. Remember, you were born with greatness within you. Living anything less than your best life isn't just doing yourself a disservice. It's robbing the world of your gift. Your journey to excellence begins now. How will you honor your greatness today?